Yes, people, we are back with another Football Manager 24 tactic that I'm sure you guys will absolutely adore. This tactic right here can be tailor-made for your team, so make sure you are watching it and wait until the end so you can understand exactly how you can make it fit your team. But before we get into that, people, make sure you are hitting the like, comment and subscribing. Like I always say, this does help the algorithm and push me out to more people. I do appreciate the support. We are trying to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. Don't forget, people, to make sure you are following all the social media platforms, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch, where I'm live Monday to Friday streaming Football Manager. I'm sure you guys will love the streams. The vibes are absolutely lit. You guys can get your song request in the queue as well, so I can hear some of your music as well. Make sure you are joining. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it, man. But let's stop wasting time and let's get straight into this tactic right now. But before we get into that, you guys are able to get Football Manager 24 for very cheap right now, and also help support my channel, guys. Make sure you're using the link in the description and using code ZIMSMULLER. You'll be able to start playing Football Manager 24 straight away. And it's been a flipping great season for Leipzig. We can see already that they have won the Bundesliga, they have won the Pokal, and they have won the Super League. So beautiful domestic treble for RB Leipzig. We move straight into the league table and we can see right here, 24 games won, 6 draws and 4 losses. They scored 66 goals and they conceded 21 goals. Bayern Munich conceding 20, so not the best in terms of that, but they've done well. In terms of the games lost, we can see Bayern Munich 1-0 away from home, 1-0 away from home to Werder Bremen, 2-1 away from home to Borussia Dortmund, and then a shock 2-0 loss to FC Köln, but we can't complain about that. In terms of the team statistics, we can see straight away we've got most goals, Leipzig coming in second place, most shots for Leipzig in second place, fewest shots against Leipzig in third place, best pass completion, they're nowhere to be seen. Most possession, they're in 8th with 53. Most tackles won, nowhere to be seen. Most dribbles made in 3rd place. Most clean sheets, they are 3rd with 17. And then fewest conceded, they are 2nd with 21. We move straight into the player statistics and we have right here Openda with the most goals in the Bundesliga, scoring 26 goals. And then we've got Xavi Simons in 6th place with 14 goals. Most assists, we have Xavi Simons there as well with 9, so good season for him. Most shots, we have Xavi Simons and Openda. Most man of the matches, we have Openda top with 9 man of the matches. Most key passes, we have Xavi Simons there again. Best pass completion, no one there. Most tackles won, nowhere there. Most dribbles made, no one there. Most clean sheets, our goalkeeper in 2nd place. And then fewest conceded, our goalkeeper in 4th place. We have a look at the data hub and this is looking absolutely great, bro. We can see goals per game 1.9, non-penalty goals per game 1.99, conceded per game 0.62, expected goals against per game 0.77, and then shots per game it is 12. And for the next team we have tested the tactic with, it is Celtic over in Scotland, and we can see obviously we do expect Celtic to dominate their league. However, this has been absolute dominance, bro. 131 goals scored, 36 goals conceded, goal difference of 95, and they have got 103 points. We can see right here the only game they lost was to Rangers 2-1 away from home, so they were very close to actually doing the invincible. So the league is not that impressive if I'm being honest, but this is one thing that has impressed me a lot whilst testing this tactic. So in the Champions League, we can see obviously they lost 4-1 to Salzburg, then they drew against Borussia Dortmund 2-2 away from home. Then they drew against Sevilla 2-2. Then we move into the next game. They lost to Sevilla away from home 1-0. Then they beat Salzburg 2-1 away from home. Then they beat Borussia Dortmund. So they did actually finish in 3rd place in their group. So they were not down to the Europa League. However, when they get into the Europa League, we can see they absolutely hammered the team in the playoffs. Then they move into a big game where they face Rennes. And they beat Rennes in the round of 16. Then they face Slavia Prague. And they beat them in the quarterfinals. They get Brighton in the semi-finals and they actually beat them 4-3 on aggregate. Then we get into the final where they faced Arsenal in the Europa League final and they only lost 2-1. You know how insane it is for a team in the Scottish League to get to Europa League final. Obviously, it's unfortunate they do face Arsenal, but they've done absolutely well to even get to that Europa League final. So very, very good season for the Scottish boys. And then we move into the data hub for Celtic at the Scottish League. Obviously, they are smashing it right now. We can see 3.4 goals per game. And then in terms of the shots per game, it is 16.47. Expected goals against per game, 0.8. Then conceded per game, 0.95. And non-penalty expected goals, 2.63. And in terms of the most goals, we can see obviously Celtic with 131, Rangers nowhere near on 92 goals. Most shots, Celtic there again. Fewest against, Celtic there again. They're going to be dominating all of this. Best pass completion, Celtic there. Most possession, 63, Celtic there. Most tackles won, no one there. Then we've got obviously most dribbles made, Celtic top of that as well. Most clean sheets, 19 Celtic, and then fewest conceded, Celtic with 36. We go into the player overboard and we've got David Turnbull with the most goals in the league, 27 goals. Most assists, we have Abada and McGregor joint first with 14. Obviously, most shots, we've got David Turnbull. Most man of the matches, we've got Abada, we've got Turnbull, and we've got McGregor there. Most key passes, we've got McGregor and Turnbull there. Best pass completion, we have a few players in there. Most tackles won, no one there. Most dribbles made, we got a few players in there too. Most clean sheets, we got Joe Hart with 19. And then fewest conceded, we have Joe Hart in 4th place with 31 in the whole season. And finally, the last team we have tested the tactic with is Southampton in the Championship. They were relegated last season and then the Championship now. We can see 46 games played, 32 wins, 11 draws and 3 losses. 3 losses, all coming away from home, sorry. 6-2 loss to Blackburn's kind of mad, but it is what it is. 75 goal difference, doubling the team below them, and 107 points, absolutely dominating in the Championship. We move straight into the team statistics. We can see most goals, Southampton with 122, Norwich coming in second with 112. Most shots for their second place, fewest shots against second place, best pass completion, no one there. And then most possession, 55 in 6th place. Most tackles won, they won't be there. Most dribbles made, they are second. And then most clean sheets, they are in 3rd place. And then fewest conceded, they are in 2nd place. Straight over to the player overview, and we have the most goals for Shay Adams with 26 goals. And then we have Adam Armstrong joint 3rd with Nonto with 21 goals. Most assists, we have Adam Armstrong with 14, so he had a very, very good season. Most shots, we have Adam Armstrong and Stuart Armstrong top and 2nd. Then most man of the matches, Adam Armstrong in 1st with 10. Most key passes, Stuart Armstrong, in 2nd place. Best pass completion, no one there. Most tackles won, no one there. Most dribbles made, Kyle Walker-Peters and Adam Armstrong. And then most clean sheets, Bazunu in 3rd place. And then fewest conceded, he is in 2nd place with only conceding 31 in the season. We go straight to Southampton's data hub and we can see goals per game, it is 2.65. Non-penalty expected goals per game, 2.52. Conceded per game, 1.02. And then expected goals against per game, 0.95. With an average of 15 shots per game as well. And they got to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, losing to Bournemouth. And then they got to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, unfortunately, actually meeting Liverpool. But they are back in the Premier League, and I'm sure that's all they will really care about. But before we get into the breakdown of the tactic, people, make sure you are leaving a like. Make sure you comment and let me know what tactics you would like to see. And also subscribe. Like I said, we are trying to get to 10,000. I do appreciate all the support, people. Don't forget, guys, to make sure you check out all the social media platforms. TikTok, Twitter, and Twitch, where I'm live streaming Football Manager. And like I said, you guys will love the vibe. So make sure you're heading over to the Twitch right now. But let's get into the breakdown of the tactic. And make sure you guys are listening to the part where I talk about the DMs. So here we are with the tactic, and this is how it looks. Very simple. It is a 4-3-3, and we've got a sweeper keeper on support with the instructions, tackle harder. Then we have a wing back on support with the instructions, cut inside with the ball, shoot less often, sit narrower, and tackle harder. The right wing back, we have told him to cross aim to the centre, cut inside with the ball, shoot less often, and also sit narrower. We have a ball playing defender with the instructions, shoot less often and tackle harder, and that's the exact same for the other ball playing defender. Now, this is the part where you guys need to listen. So for the DM, you're going to want to put your DM as exactly what suits your team, guys. So I started off with a regista, and I told the regista to shoot less often and tackle harder. Because Leipzig have a decent squad, I thought the regista could work for them because they will play possession style football. Then we move over to Southampton. If you go to Southampton, because of based on the players we have at Southampton, I have put them with a ball-winning midfielder on defend. Obviously, he already has the instructions to tackle harder and shoot less often. Then we move over to Celtic, and at Celtic, I used the DM on defend. And we told him to tackle harder as well, but obviously he has shoot less often already on. So make sure that you tailor it towards what the best DM in your team likes to do. Then for the rest of the tactic, we have 2 centre mids on attack with the instructions, move into the channels and tackle harder. And then the right centre mid, we have told him shoot less often and tackle harder. Then we have an inside forward on attack with the instructions, sit narrower and tackle harder. Then we have a winger on support with the instructions, tackle harder, cut inside with the ball and cross aim to the centre. Then we have an advanced forward up front with the instructions, take more risk. In terms of the tactical style, it is a clean slate. Then we have a mentality of a positive mentality. Then in possession, a lot of stuff clicked here, I can't lie. Pass into space, focus play down the left and right, play out of defense, passing directness much short all the way down, tempo slightly higher, final third low crosses, dribbling, run at defense, and creative freedom, be more expressive. In terms of in transition, counter press, counter, distribute the ball quickly, distribute ball to the full backs and to the centre backs and throw it long. And then out of possession, we've gone with a high press, higher defensive line, prevent short goalkeeper distribution and trigger press all the way up. Let me know what you guys have changed your DM to when you have downloaded this tactic. The link is in the description and I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. Love, people.